ISKCON Coventry presents the Sunday devotional broadcast. Welcome and be inspired. Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So welcome viewers for this Sunday program. It's going to be really exciting. We got Bibu Gaur will be singing, or I'll be talking to him actually. He's leaving us sadly on Monday, going back home, and we'll miss him very much. So, we'll get him on air and he can thank everyone, and I can thank him from everybody for giving this such a nice service. And he's got beautiful singing voice and very nice devotee. And then Raghupati ji is going to give a class at 6 o'clock. And there's other devotees who are going to do aartis and sing their prayers. And actually on the 17th of September, we have World Holy Name Festival. And I've been making promotional videos for them. So there'll be one of the videos being shown, and we'll talk about what we can do as Coventry Yatra for the World Holy Name Festival 2020. We've had a whole lot of adventure this year. So let's beat that by actually chanting. For the whole week, there'll be chanting going on all over the world, different items being presented, people talking about the holy name, singing it, doing the japathon, doing more japas than normal. And then there is also connecting people around the globe. So the time zone will start, and each zone, wherever the sun falls, there'll be a kirtan going on. There's a whole lot of good ideas, and there's fortunate people, and they are the ones that go out there and get people to chant the Mahamantra. So we'll talk about that later. But first of all, let's pay gratitude to Srila Prabhupada, who started all this fun, spiritual fun. And we're going to Ravi Teja all the way to Milton Keynes. And the family will be glorifying Srila Prabhupada. So over to Ravi Teja Prabhu. Haribol, Jai Ho.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you.
Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Keva Bhagavati Sarvam Bhagavati Sarvana Madevi Bandhavani Sarvadana Mate Jahara Prasade Bhagatariya Krishna Prapti Hoja Guru Mukha Prajna Vacha Sikate Koriya Arana Kori Bhavane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Ese Uttama Gati Jai Prasad Gure Sarva Asha Chakshudhan Nilo Jaya Janna Janna Sadhuse Divya Jam Divya Prakashita Prema Bhakti Jaka Bhujaya Vidya Vinasa Jati Vede Gai Jahara Charita Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamara Bandhu Lokena Lokera Jivana Lokera Jivana Aha Prabhu Paradaya Devo Mori Padachaya Ebeda Koshik Tribhuvana एबे जा सुख त्रिभुवना श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आधार लोकीनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना आहा प्रभु करो दया देव मोर करता हे बेजा सुख त्रिभुवना सीता प्रभु पात सीता भवाना श्रीला गुरुदेव लोहिया शरणा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे प्रभुपाद की जय गुरुदेव की जय
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That was very, very sweet. Thank you so much. It's wonderful. You know, the whole family gets involved. They're all singing. And this Prabhupada used to say, you don't have something separate for the children. You know, include them in the adult activities. And that's what we are doing. And they learn very quickly. Their memory is better than ours. Thank you so much. So now we'll actually go over to the temple. And we would like to talk to Vibhu Prabhu. And if he's on there. Okay. All right, so very soon we'll be going. So just remember, we're doing World Holy Name Festival on the 17th. But at the moment, Lal Govind Prabhuji is doing Katha, sponsored by Nan Manjri and Bharat. And people have been listening to it. And he's very good speaker because he's ISKCON. And people are asking questions afterwards. With this COVID-19 situation, with the Zoom facility and everything, you know, the devotees are able to ask questions and get the answers like one-to-one. And that's actually brilliant. And when we thought the whole, you know, Krishna consciousness will stop because it's COVID, it is not stopping. So it's wonderful. Yeah, this is going on. So now if Vibhu Prabhu is ready, we can actually talk to him. Jai Ho Vibhu Prabhu, Jai Ho, Dandavad, Dandavad Pranam. Shila Prabhupada Shri Guru Maharaj ki Jai Ho. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करते हैं. आपने इतनी अच्छी सेवा की. आप रंग लेके आए यहाँ के कीर्तन में अपनी पर्सनैलिटी के साथ और आपकी ड्रेसिंग, कुकिंग, सब कुछ सबने आपको बहुत लाइक किया. तो आप जो भी श्रोता हैं, जो व्यूअर्स हैं, वो सुन रहे हैं, जो देख रहे हैं, आप उनसे कुछ कहना चाहते हैं तो आप कह सकते हैं. अभी आप कहना चाहते हैं कुछ? हाँ जी.
एवरीबॉडी, कम्युनिटी के भक्तवृंद को मेरा नाम है. तो ठाकुर के इधर सचिनंदन नित्य चंद का सेवा का मौका, तो बहुत खुश है. हाँ, मैंने सेवा किया, आप सबका प्रेम मिला बहुत बहुत, और अच्छा से पता ही नहीं चला.
ये सच है. तो अभी कहाँ जाएंगे? यहाँ से कहाँ जा रहे हैं सीधा?
अभी मायापुर.
जय. तो मायापुर के बाद में कहाँ जाएंगे?
मायापुर के बाद में जब सिचुएशन ठीक हो जाएगा कोरोना का, वृंदावन मेरी है, बाकी आगे ठाकुर जी का.
पर अपना ध्यान रखना, क्योंकि जो कोविड-19 या कोरोना है तो ये सभी जगह है, प्लीज हैं. तो आप सुरक्षा अपनी रखना, एयरपोर्ट पे भी सभी जगह। तो जाने के समय कितने फॉर्म्स भरने पड़े और कोविड टेस्ट भी करना पड़ा, आपका नेगेटिव निकला। तो बस सभी सुरक्षा में रहना, और सब जो श्रोता सब भक्तों की ओर से आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। प्रभुपाद ऐसे कृपा करते रहें, और आपके भविष्य में जो भी गृहस्थ आश्रम में जो है वो भी उसमें प्रगति हो, प्रसन्नता हो, और माता पिताजी को हमारी ओर से सबको धन्यवाद कर देना कि इतना श्रेष्ठ सुपुत्र है वो आए और इतनी सेवा की यहाँ पे हो। जय हो, धन्यवाद।
और आप लोग मेरे लिए प्रार्थना करना सचिदानंद नित्य चांद से, क्योंकि मैं आज सच है इंडिया में पहुंच जाऊं।
हाँ जी,
नहीं,
हाँ जी,
तो आप सबसे रिक्वेस्ट है बस।
हाँ
बाकी आप सबका प्यार है, इसलिए हम इधर रह पाए, तो नहीं रह पाते।
ना ना नहीं, आपके भाग्य में था। हमें बड़ा अच्छा लगा। तो हम बस कीप टच, व्हाट्सएप पे टच करते रहना, और हमें फ़ोटो भेजते रहना घर की कैसे भी, और आनंद आएगा आपसे ऐसे व्हाट्सएप से बात करने के लिए। ठीक है ना? चलो अभी चलते हैं। जय श्री राधे, राधे राधे,
जय श्री राधे,
हरि बोल, हरि बोल, जय। So now we'll actually do a kirtan. Let's get the words. They got the words. I think. Let me switch them on. Huh? Which one is on your phone? Okay. So we'll do bhajan now and kirtan, and then after that will be Jai Radha Madhav by Damodar Prabhu at when we finish the kirtan. Here we go. Jai Ho. Jai Shri Radha.
So this kirtan, this bhajan is glorifying the dancing of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the moonlight Gaura Chandra arrives in Vrindavan while dancing, swaying to and fro and singing the glories of Lord Hari. So this is a lovely pastime encapsulated in this bhajan. धूले धूले गौरा चांद हरि गुण गाए,
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 हसिया वृंदावने,
हसिया वृंदावने,
हसिया वृंदावने,
हसिया वृंदावने,
नाचे गौरा राय,
नाचे गौरा
धूले धूले गौरा चांद हरि गुण गाए,
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 वृंदावन तारू लता प्रेम कोई हरि कथा,
वृंदावन तारो लता प्रेम कोय हरि कथा,
वृंदावन तारू लता प्रेम कोई हरि कथा,
वृंदावन तारो लता प्रेम कोय निकुंजेर पाखे गुले
निकुंजेर पाखे गुले
निकुंजेर पाखे गुले
हरि नाम सुना
हरि
हरि नाम सुना धूले धूले गौरा चांद हरि गुण गाए
दूल्हे दूल्हे गोरा चांद हरि गुण गाए
गौरा बोले हरि हरि सारी बोले हरि हरि
गोरा बोले हरि हरि सारी बोले हरि हरि
गौरा बोले हरि
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 सारी बोले हरि हरि
गोरा बोले हरि हरि सारी बोले हरि हरि
मुखे मुखे सुख सारी
मुखे मुखे सुख सारी
मुखे मुखे सुख सारी
मुखे मुखे सुख सारी
हरि नाम
हरि
गाए
हरि नाम गाए
धूले धूले गौरा चांद हरि गुण
दूल्हे दूल्हे गोरा चांद हरि गुण गाए
हरि नाम माता होए हरि नाम सींचे दये
हरि नाम माता होए हरि नाम सिंचे दे
हरि नाम माता होए हरि नाम सींचे दये
हरि नाम माता होए हरि नाम सिंचे
मयूर मयूरी प्रेमे
मयूर मयूरी प्रेमे
मयूर मयूरी प्रेमे
मयूर मयूरी प्रेमे
नाचिया खिलाए
नाचिया खेला
धूले धूले गौरा चांद हरि गुण गाए
दूल्हे दूल्हे गोरा चांद हरि गुण गाए
प्राणे हरि ध्याने हरि हरि बोलो बदन भोरी
प्राणे हरि ध्याने हरि हरि बोल बदन बोरी
प्राणे हरि ध्याने हरि हरि बोलो बदन भोरी
प्राणे हरि ध्याने हरि हरि बोल बदन बोरी
हरि नाम गए गए
हरि नाम गए गए
ओ हरि नाम गए गए
हरि नाम गए गए
रस गाल जाए
रस गल जा
धूले धूले गौरा चांद
गौरा,
हरि गुण
गौरा।
गाए
हाँ। दूल्हे दूल्हे गोरा चांद हरि गुण गाए
हसिया जमुनार कुले नाचे हरि हरि
আসিয়া যমুনার কুলে নাচে হরি হরি বলে
আসিয়া যমুনার কুলে নাচে হরি হরি বলে
আসিয়া যমুনা কুলে নাচে হরি হরি বলে
যমুনায় উঠলো এসে
যমুনা উঠলে এসে
যমুনায় উঠলো এসে
যমুনা উঠলে এসে
চরণ ধোয়া
চরণ দুলা
চরণ ধোয়া চরণ ধোয়া ধুলে ধুলে তোরা চান হরি গুণ গায়ে
দুলে দুলে গোরা চাঁদ হরি গুণ গায়
ধুলে ধুলে গৌরা চান হরি গুণ গায়ে
দুলে দুলে গোরা চাঁদ হরি গুণ গায়
আসিয়া বৃন্দাবনে আসিয়া বৃন্দাবনে
আসিয়া বৃন্দাবনে
নাচে গৌরা
গৌরা, গৌরা।
রায় নাচে গৌরা রায় ধুলে ধুলে গৌরা চান হরি গুণ গায়ে
দুলে দুলে গোরা চাঁদ হরি গুণ গায়
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Haribo.
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Rama Rama Rama
Hare Hare. Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Dhule dhule gaura chan Hari gun gaye
Dure Gora Chan Hari Gun Gaye.
Dhule dhule gaura chan Hari gun gaye
Dure Dure Gora Chan Hari Gun Gaye.
Shishi Gaunitai ki jai.
It's very nice bhajan. Especially Yamuna was trying to overflow and wash the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You can just imagine it, And do you know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only went once to Vrindavan in his lifetime? Only once. It's amazing, and people don't realize that, but he spent most of his time in Jagannath Puri. So maybe a little bit of Dhun just for 4 minutes, if you can think of something. Yes.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Radhe.
Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Radhe Radhe.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Jai Ho, Jai Jai Sri Radhe Shyam. So that was very nice of Shravani. Actually showed the lotus feet of Radharani while we were singing. And that's once a year on Radhashtami, the deities, lotus feet are actually revealed. So thank you very much, Shravan, for that. And now we'll go over to Damodar Prabhu and then come back to me before the class. And Damodar Prabhu is going to sing Jai Radha Madhav. And Damodar Prabhu actually served the pujaris very nicely. And normally, he takes them around wherever, they want to go. So he's been very kind. And so Damodar is going to miss Bibhu Prabhu quite a lot, and he'll miss you. Thank you, Damodar Prabhu. So over to you for Jai Radha Madhav.
हरि बोल प्रभु, इस बार अक्सर में हम गुनाम
Jai.
सिर्फ कीजिए गुरु महाराज की जय, राधा माधव की जय. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी. जय गोपी चन वल्लभ, जय गोपी चन वल्लभ, जय गिरिवरधारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी. यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन. यमुना तीरे वनचारी, राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी. जय गोपी चन वल्लभ, जय गोपी चन वल्लभ, गिरिवरधारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Nita Gaur Hari Gaur, Hari Gaur, Hari Gaur, Nita Gaur Hari Gaur, Hari Gaur, Hari Gaur, Hari Gaur, Hari Gaur, Gaur Beman Hari Gaur, Sri Radha Madhav ki jai, Sri Rupa ki Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Damodar Prabhu. That was very sweet. Jai Ho. Thank you. So now we go over to, we did this video for World Holy Name Festival 2020. His Holiness Lokanath Maharaj is part of the new ministry now. It's the Kirtan ministry. And so all the chanting and the Kirtan standards and everything comes under Maharaj. So he's been to Coventry a few times, and I've been doing, the World Holy Name videos for a long time. So this year, this is what we've done. So if Shravan Prabhu can upload the video, and then I'll talk about the World Holy Name Festival, and then we'll talk to Raghupati as well, Jai, afterwards.
Let's make the world fortunate. World Holy Name Festival, Hare Krishna. Let's make the world fortunate. Hare Krishna. World Holy Name Festival, Krishna Krishna. Let's make the world fortunate. Hare Hare. World Holy Name Festival, Hare Rama. Let's make the world fortunate. Hare Rama. World Holy Name Festival, Rama. Let's make the world fortunate. Hare Hare. World Holy Name Festival. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's make the world fortunate. World Holy Name Festival.
And there you are, the video. So we made two videos. Other one is more educational, this is inspirational. And His Holiness Lokanath Maharaj said he will use it to promote the project, the World Holy Name Festival. So we were very, very grateful to him to involve us, and it makes us work towards Srila Prabhupada's movement, how we can promote it. So now I would like to speak to Raghupati ji, just one or two questions, and then he'll give a class. So if Raghupati ji can come on. Thank you. Haribol. So while we're waiting for Raghupati to be connected, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he was identified as having the COVID-19, and there was a lot of concern. And he's spiritual master of Raghupati ji. And, the world remembers Bhakti Churu Maharaj and how we prayed, and it wasn't, we lost him. So there was same amount of concern. And we are very, very fortunate that Maharaj has come back to the temple now, and he's doing okay. So I wanted to ask Raghupati ji, a little bit report on that, how Maharaj is doing. There's Raghupati ji. Jai Ho, Hare Krishna. I was just saying about Guru Maharaj, how he got the COVID-19, and then there was a lot of concern and a lot of prayers. So what was going through your mind, and are you glad now? I think it's turned out for the better, and Maharaj is out of the hospital. So maybe you can tell the viewers a little bit about it before your class.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna, everyone. So again, nice to be in your association. It was very stressful, anxious period. But somehow, by Lord's mercy, we got through. So on Sunday last week, we were celebrating Brahmotsav in Balaji temple. And Brahmotsav goes on for a few days, but on last Sunday, they had their Rath Yatra. So I was in that Rath Yatra in Balaji last Sunday, and then suddenly I just wanted to take some pictures. So looked at my phone, and then I found this message that Guru Maharaj has been taken to hospital.
Oh no, yes.
Yeah. So it was like, thunderbolt struck my head, and then I just looked at Balaji and prayed to him. And luckily we had arranged the worship of Balaji on the chariot. So then after the Rath Yatra, we were allowed to go on the chariot and worship Balaji and offer our prayers. And since then we organized evening Kirtan, and the reports were coming positive. Very encouraging reports. So we got through that period with the prayers of everyone. So we are grateful for all the devotees, their prayers, their sincere prayers. What was going on in my mind is just inconceivable. So many thoughts, uncertainties, fear, shock. So all sorts of emotions, and ultimately just depending on Krishna for his mercy and pleading him to let us have the association of our Guru Maharaj's physical presence. And then Krishna was very merciful to listen to our prayers. So we are thankful. The Lord has been merciful, and here we are. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, the other thing I was thinking, Vinod Manjari, her spiritual master was Bhakti Churu Maharaj, and you must have gone through that stress with her, and I can see then when you heard this news, we thought, oh my God, that's, two stresses coming one after another.
Yes, Prabhu. It was just unbelievable. So many emotions were going through the mind. Last 6 weeks or 2 months have been very, very stressful, because when Bhakti Maharaj was taken to hospitals, from that time onwards until his samadhi, and all the anxieties, uncertainties, and deep emotions, and then again seeing Vinod Manjari in that condition. So she was bedridden for weeks. And then Guru Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, spoke to her on her birthday. Oh. And then since then she felt better, and then she has resumed her services. So yesterday she went on Harinam Sankirtan.
Jai.
And yes, she is doing much better.
And I have a question, like, how does Krishna conscious help us in this sort of very stressful time. Does it help us or not? I mean, obviously, the answer would be yes. But how some of the viewers might be interested to know that how do the Hare Krishnas cope with it? What is this extra special thing we have than somebody who doesn't believe in Krishna or God? What's the advantage, you think?
The advantage is that we always believe that whatever Krishna does, that's the best thing, and we have to accept whatever his decision is.
Yes.
So, devotees live in complete dependence.
Yes.
And that's why they are protected. Now imagine our situation with the situation Arjuna was going through in the battlefield of Kurukshetra.
Yes.
It's a life and death situation every day, every moment. So many uncertainties. As in the morning when they leave, no one knows who will come back,
Yes.
whether they will come back or not, and which family member they will lose. So many uncertainties, so many. And yet, Yudhishthira Maharaj, Arjuna, everyone had complete faith that whatever Krishna decides, that will be best. Whether it's painful or not painful, but it's his decision. So, whatever happens in the battlefield, whether it's Abhimanyu being killed by these 7 warriors, or whether it's Ghatotkacha, or whether it's Karna being killed on the other side and giving pain to Kunti Maharani. That pain was there. So we have to see that Mahajanas, great Mahabhagavats like Pandavas, they have gone through the similar kind of suffering.
Yes.
And in fact, inconceivable suffering. And yet, because they believe that whatever Krishna decides, we will accept. So in the end of Mahabharata, only a handful of warriors were left. 5 Pandavas and some 3 warriors on Duryodhana's side. Kripacharya, Ashwatthama, and Kritvarma. So only a handful of warriors were left. Everyone else was vanquished. Now, this is inconceivable amount of suffering that can come to anyone's life. And yet, when Subhadra Maharani and Kunti Maharani both saw Krishna, they had same love and affection for him. Subhadra lost her son, Kunti Maharani lost Karna, Subhadra lost Abhimanyu, and Krishna was his real brother, and yet her son was lost. But they accepted whatever his desire, that we will accept. And this is what the Pandavas did. So devotee's life is not easy life.
No.
When somebody becomes a devotee, it's the biggest challenge on Maya. So Maya will be more severe on us.
Yes.
Inconceivably severe on us in terms of our daily living or social situation or any kind of suffering that may come. So Maya is always severe. But the devotees are very determined that whatever happens, that's Krishna's call, that's Krishna's will, and we submit to his will. So when Krishna says, Sarv Dharman Parityaj Mamikam Sharanam Vraj, that complete surrender to Krishna is sixfold. So it's Anukulasya Sankalpa Pratikulasya Varjanam. That whatever is favorable for Krishna consciousness, accept that. Whatever is unfavorable, reject it. Then Rakshisyatiti Vishwasam. This is very, very important. then no matter what, Krishna will protect me. So even if my body is destroyed, or Krishna will still protect me.
Very good.
Or whatever is dear to me is destroyed, Krishna will still protect me. And everyone else. So, Rakshisyathiti Vishwaso, Goptrittu Varnam Tatha. And then the devotees take this attitude. Goptrittu Varana is that Krishna will maintain me. Whether it's pandemic, COVID, or whatever it is, the world war, but Krishna will maintain. So Goptrittu Varnam Tatha, then Atmaraksha. Then the devotees take this attitude that Krishna is my complete, Krishna is in my complete protection. He is going to do whatever is best for me. So with that kind of attitude, devotees keep humility and this humble attitude. So these 6 kinds of surrender, this is what Krishna is asking us to do in Bhagavad Gita. Atmanikship karpane sharvidha shanagati. Atmanikship is self-surrender. And karpane is humble attitude in every situation. So that's the Saranagati Krishna is asking us. We chant here this shloka numerous times. Sarvadharman parityajamamikam shanam vraj. And Brahmaji is also being asked the same thing in Brahma Samhita. Dharmanyan parityajya mamekam bhaj vishwasya. Yadrishi shraddha siddhir bhavati tadrishi. So Krishna is saying that, O creator of the universe, Vishwasan, abandon all other religions, all varieties of religion. Just worship him. So according to the intensity of faith, the perfection will come. So this is what here we are for. So your question is very intricate, and there's no easy answer.
But there's one question. There's another question following that. If you say we depend on Krishna, but doesn't mean we don't do anything, or do we still endeavor? To do the right
just
thing?
Like, we depend on Krishna, but we have to fight our battle, like Arjuna is fighting. See, even if Krishna takes the reins of our chariot like Arjuna, we still have to fight the battle.
That's it.
Krishna could have vanquished the entire Kaurava army within seconds. But he makes Arjuna to fight with each and every warrior and soldier on the opposing army and shoot arrows. Now when Arjuna is hesitating to shoot his strongest arrows on grandfather Bhishma, then Krishna brings the situation that Abhimanyu is killed so mercilessly. From that day onwards, every arrow Arjuna shot on Kaurava army was tainted with blood. Why? Because he wanted to show the Lord that I'm serious in fighting as you want me to.
Very good.
But before that, Arjuna was kind of hesitating, not shooting his best arrows on grandfather Bhishma. But the Lord brought a situation that if you are fighting, you have to fight with full force. Don't leave anything undone. So similarly, when we are acting in our life or fighting our battles, we have to fight our battle with full force, not leaving anything unturned. Because Krishna is sitting in our heart, he knows whether we are fighting seriously or we are pretending to be fighting.
Can I put another way? That, usually we say, I have this discussion with Prem Manjari, whenever she does something, I say, oh, that's very nice. She goes, oh, Krishna does it. Krishna. Because no, Krishna is not doing it, you're doing it. She goes, no, Krishna. Because no, what if you get it wrong? Are you going to blame Krishna then because he did it wrong? And she was arguing. I goes, look, say like this, Krishna gives me the strength to do it. So we don't leave it to Krishna, and then if the results are wrong, we sort of start to doubt it. Krishna is Purusham Nirishu. That's what in 7th chapter Krishna goes, I'm the ability in man. So actually we should recognize Krishna has given me the ability to do it. And so he is giving me the strength. If he didn't,
I think the volume is gone too for some reason. We lost the volume. We have lost the volume, bro.
Haribol? No.
Yeah, you're
Can you hear
back.
it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's like the finger, it's not moving on its own. I'm moving it. But if the finger starts to believe that I'm doing it on its own independently, that'll be a mistake. So the strength comes from Krishna. He's Purusham Nirishu. He's given the ability and everything. So I told her, always remember, he's going to give me the ability and I will do the service. I will choose, the mercy I've got. Now I want to do this for Krishna. Or I'll do that for Krishna. So keep on using your ability which he's given it. So I would encourage the devotees to think, don't just be lazy and leave it to Krishna to do your little things. Actually realize he's given us the mercy, he's given us the strength. Now what can I do for Krishna with that mercy, that strength, So that's the thinking, I would like to promote, that we should always believe that we are being, given strength and mercy by Krishna and then carry on doing service for him. What do you think?
This is very beautifully put. The way you have articulated, it's so nice. But what Premanjali Mataji is saying is a very sublime or advanced level of seeing things.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Just like Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur, he would always say, Krishna willing, this will happen.
Yes.
Yeah? So
Yes.
everything he would do, such a great Acharya, with immense ability and unlimited amount of wisdom, but he would always phrase it like that. He would say, Krishna willing, this will happen.
I've taken quite a lot of your time before the class, but I wanted to talk about Guru Maharaj. He's done wonderful. Guru Maharaj has opened so many temples and the book distribution scores are shot high in Delhi and everything. He's a magnanimous soul. I meet him during GBC meetings and I see he's very, very, he controls his emotions and he encourages everybody to do well. And he's encouraged you to do so nicely here. And with his blessing, look how wonderful you know the Shastras and you're training other people. And thank you for coming over to Coventry and speaking. So I've shortened your time for the class, but that was a class in itself. So if you can continue with the class now till 6 o'clock, and then we'll do Aarti. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu. You are an inspiration, and it's always a pleasure to have your associates and speak to you and get inspired by you. So you're inspiring so many devotees. So we pray that you keep healthy and you keep doing that.
Thank you so much.
So many people get inspiration. But I also want to mention that we had the opportunity to speak to Prem Manjari Mataji, myself and Vinod Manjari both. So we are very happy and we'll keep on speaking to her whenever she is able to. Speaking to her is a festival itself. Okay. So yes, when you speak to an advanced soul like her, it just brings such intense Krishna conscious purview. So it's
she enjoyed your talks and both your talks. She enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Okay, Haribol.
Haribol. So Hare Krishna, everyone. Talking to devotees is a festival. So talking to Haridas Prabhu again brings so many wonderful aspects of Krishna consciousness. They become revealed just by those conversations. And that's why Krishna is emphasizing Machchida Madgat Prana Bodhyanta Parasparam Kathyanta Shimam Nityam Tushyanti Charamanticha. So this is what the devotees do. They devote themselves, Matchita, their minds are engaged in Krishna. And their lives are dedicated to Krishna. And then what they are doing? Bodhyanta Parasparam. They are enlivening each other in Krishna consciousness. And Kathyanti Shimam Nityam, always speaking about Krishna. Tushyanti Charamanticha. And this is how they feel satisfied. And then they make others satisfied. So that's the association of devotees. And this is what the Shastras are saying, Lav Matri Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hai. Okay, Hare Krishna. So now next 20 minutes, I'm just going to briefly talk about the upcoming Purushottam month. So we'll start with Mangalacharan. Om Jnanitimirandhasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshumilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Supadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utpadikamlam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagan Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenbandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanto Radha Kant Namastuti Tapti Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwahanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalptaru Bhayasya Kripa Sindhu Bhayavicha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachanam pangam langheti giram Yet Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinitarne Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vaishnava Bhutale Srimad Gopal Krishna Goswami Namne Prabhupada Sahitima Prakashya Tirtha Pachan Gopal Bhagavad Padati Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vaishnava Bhutale Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Picharne Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Pashyatya Stharne. The 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is known as Purushottam Yoga. So there are only 20 verses, but those verses are very important. So I'm just going to read a couple of verses and then we'll move on to hear the glories of our upcoming Purushottam month, Purushottamas. Yasmad ksharam atituham aksharavichottamah atvasmi loke vedi cha pratitha Purushottamah. Because I'm transcendental, beyond both the fallible and the infallible, and because I'm the greatest, I'm celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as that Supreme Person. So because the Supreme Lord, being the greatest, Anor Aniyan Mahato Mahiyan, he is known as Purushottama, greatest among all the Purushas. Yomam evam asamudho janati purushottamam Satsarvid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, without doubting, is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. So knowing Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the perfection of life. Bahunam janmanamante Jnanvan mam prapadyate Vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabha. It takes many, many births and deaths when someone becomes aware of Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So for the Jnanis, the impersonalist, it takes many, many births. Bahunam janmanamante and Jnanvan mam prapadyate. So when after many births and deaths, one Jnani becomes aware of Krishna as Vasudeva Sarvam Iti, that Krishna is everything. So if we can understand this one fact, that Krishna is everything, then what happens? Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Such a person becomes saintly, great Mahatma. And such a person is very, very rare to be found in the material world. And in ISKCON, this is the first lesson we will learn, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is the Bhagavan Swayam. So Purushottam month is coming in a few weeks' time. We're starting on 18th of September. And in preparation for Purushottam month, we thought we could hear some of the glories of this great month and then prepare ourselves to celebrate and to observe a Purushottam month which gives us the supreme destination. It gives us happiness in this world, and it also guarantees the supreme destination back to Goloka Vrindavan, to the devotees. So there are some narrations from Padma Purana which we are going to discuss here about. So the scene opens in Naimisharanya, where 88,000 sages are gathered to hear Srimad Bhagavatam and the essence of all the Vedic literatures from Suta Goswami. Suta Goswami arrives there with his disciples, and all the great sages headed by Shanak Rishi, they immediately get up. They greet him and they request him to tell them the essence of all the scriptures that he has heard from Shukdev Goswami. So Suta Goswami then narrates the essence of all the scriptures. He said that I have just been to a Puskar Tirth. From Puskar Tirth, then he said he has been to thousands of other tirthas, other holy places. But when he got to Hastinapur, then on the bank of Ganga, Maharaj Parikshit was observing this fast until death. And then Shukdev Goswami arrives. So all the holy sages, they pay him their respect, and he is given the elevated asan, Vyasasan, to speak to Maharaj Parikshit. So this is the narration. Suta Goswami is narrating to Shanak Rishi. He said that in that narration he found that long back some time back, Narad Muni went to Narayana Rishi in Badikashram, and he asked the Lord that what is the best way to observe a Purushottam month, and what are the glories of Purushottam month and the benefit and the procedures. So Lord Narayan then narrated his story that it so happened by the will of providence an extra month was created. So there are 12 months, and these months have their own personalities. Just like month of Kartik is considered to be the month of Radharani, Srimati Radharani. So the devotees, they celebrate, they observe Kartik very, very carefully, very sincerely to receive the mercy of Srimati Radharani. So all these months, they have personalities. Chaitra, Vaishak, Kartik. So Purushottam month, known as Malmas, became the 13th month in the calendar year. So because it was an extra month, the month was immediately rejected, blasphemed, criticized, and it was abandoned, just like we pass a stool in the morning and then we don't think about it. We just reject it, flush it out. So because of such condition, the stool-like condition, this month was known as Malmas. Mal means stool, Mas means the month, the stool month. So that month became very rejected, very dejected, and approached Lord Vishnu and Vaikuntha. And this month was crying. Now we have to understand that actually the entire creation is created and enacted by the Lord, including the month, the days, the tithis. This is all Krishna's creation. Just like Ekadashi Tithi or these months, they are all Krishna's creation. So Purushottam month, the personified Purushottam month as a female personality goes to Lord Vishnu and in a very pitiful crying condition appeals to the Lord that on the earthly planet, in the world, everyone has rejected me, considering me to be inauspicious for any pious activities or devotional activities. So please help me, my Lord. So Lord Vishnu then said that you have come to Vaikuntha and you are crying here. So this crying is not needed. In Vaikuntha, everyone is happy, blissful, Satchidananda. What I'm going to do, take you with me to Lord Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. So the Purushottam month was taken by hand to Lord Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. In Golok Vrindavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, heard the miserable condition of Purushottam month, and she was still crying in front of Lord Sri Krishna. So Lord Vishnu and Purushottam month both offered obeisances to the Lord, and Lord Vishnu then appealed, Vaikuntanath, Vaikuntha Adhipati appealed to Krishna that please have mercy on this Malmas, because everyone, all the living beings have rejected her, knowing her to be an extra month and equal to be like his stool. So her condition is very miserable, and please help her. So Krishna then said to Vishnu, that is very nice of you that you have brought this Malmas to me, and I'll accept her as one of my consorts. So Krishna herself accepted Malmas and gave his own name, Purushottama, and said that anyone who observes Purushottam month by taking bath early in the morning, giving charity to the devotional activities, pious activities, particularly to the temple, to the deities, hearing the glories of the Lord, Krishna's glories from others, speaking about the glories of the Lord, will become successful in every area of their life. So anyone who aspires to be successful materially and spiritually must observe this Purushottam month. So it so happened that in Kamyavan, Maharaj Yudhishthir and Pandavas, along with Draupadi, they were spending their final few months of their exile, having lost Draupadi and Draupadi being disrobed. So Krishna is telling this story to Maharaj Yudhishthir. So after hearing this, then Lord Vishnu came back to Vaikuntha, and Purushottam month became celebrated as the most celebrated month. Okay, so we're just going to wrap it over, finish it off. And Shravana Prabhu has put some message here that we can speak on Purushottam month next week. So let's just finish this story. So Lord Krishna rewards Purushottam month, his own name. And then Krishna, 5,000 years ago, comes to Pandavas, and then he tells this story of Draupadi's birth, previous birth, and how by observing Purushottam month, then Pandavas became free from their miserable condition. So this story is going to come next week, and we will finish this session here. There are a couple of minutes left. So if you have any question or comment, please raise them so that we can finish the class in a few minutes time, 6 o'clock. Any question or comment, please feel free. Okay, so there seems to be no question or comment. So I think we will finish the class here. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. You know, I mean, stool month. I mean, that sounds like awful. But thanks for explaining. I hadn't heard that before. And so it encourages everybody to, you know, do extra special things. Because I'd heard we should do special things during that month. It's fantastic. Thank you for elucidating that. And we were just feeling that could you come again next Sunday and do another class, because I robbed you of your time. So I think the viewers enjoy listening to you. So, you know, if you have time next Sunday, Anuragi will get in touch with you unless something else crops up. That'd be very nice. So that was a wonderful class. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, a pleasure.
Jai.
Jai Ho, Jai Ho. Okay, Hare Krishna. That was wonderful. See, we have context. We'll explain to you why we do certain things in the year, and we don't just blindly follow. And see, the Lord is Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu. They are working so hard to purify our souls who are contaminated in this material world. And one of the activities is Aratis. Aratis are wonderful. Arati time, the Lord's mercy descends and ghee lamp is offered, and everybody, you know, sings the glories of the Lord. So today we'll go to Solihull, and there is Pranav Prabhu and family. You know, the kids have started school again. I think they need to pray very hard. I hope it's safe at school. They're saying it's safer at school than at home. I can't work it out how. And but anyway, they're still singing and dancing nicely. Lal Govind's Katha yesterday, both Sudarshan and Titiksha, they sang Gopi Geet and then the Mahamantra. Nrsingadev prayers, and it was very, very nicely done. So let's go over to Pranava family for the Aarti. Jai Ho.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jai Ho. So it's over to you. You know, glorify the Lord and bring auspiciousness to everyone, all the viewers. Jai Ho.
Hare Krishna. Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Netacha Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Sachinandana Jaya Shiva Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Shiva Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Jaga Manalo Bahu Koti Chandra Bahu Koti Chandra Kore Janamaya Kore Janamaya Sukha Nayatha Radha Sila Sukha Nayatha Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya 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 Mani Ma, Mani Ma, Mani Ma, Jaya Mani Ma, Mani Ma, Mani Ma, Jaya Mani Ma, Jaya Sita Ram, Hanuman, Sita Ram, Jaya Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Jagannath Swami, Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavaturi, Jagannath Swami, Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavaturi, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Shama Sundar Hare Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Shama Sundar Hare Jagannath, Nila Chala Chanda Swami Jagannath, Jala Madhava Hare Jagannath, Nila Chala Chanda Swami Jagannath, Jala Madhava Hare Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Nityanam, Jaya Nityanam, Jaya Nityanam, Prabhupada ki jai. Namo Subhad Paramhams Acharya Sri Divange भक्तिसिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर महाराज की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, नमः जयदास ठाकुर की जय, प्रेम से श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, राधा कृष्ण गोप गोप श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय, गंगा माँ यमुना माँ की जय, भक्ति तुलसी महारानी की जय, प्यारे से चरणिता चरण की जय, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय, राधा माधव राधा गोकुलंद सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद हरे कृष्ण and Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
We can't hear you, Anuragi. You're on mute. We can't hear you still, you're on mute.
Hare Krishna, can you hear? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, we've got some technical problems. The software tends to unmute and mute on its own for some reason. But thank you very much for a wonderful Aarti, Pranav Prabhu, Satya Damodar Priya, Devi Dasi, Sudarshan Prabhu and Diksha. Lovely singing and a lovely beautiful bhav for Gaura Aarti Kirtan for our deities. So we'll see you again sometime online. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So now we're going to go over to the Nrsimhadev Aarti. Continued prayers for His Holiness Gopal Krishna Swami Maharaj. And also Pragnesh Prabhu would like us to remember his friends Mittal and Narinder in the Nrsimhadev prayers as they are suffering from poor health at the moment. Also continued prayers for Brahmanri Devi Dasi and Shraddha Devi Dasi, Jagannath Tailors as they are also known as, for their continued physical well-being and good health and back to speedy recovery very, very soon. Thank you very much. So over to Tamal Varnam Das Prabhu and Radha Devi Dasi and Gaurangi for the Nrsimhadev prayers. Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narashingara Praladadadayine Hiranyakashipurvakshaya Shilatanka Nakhalaye Ito Nrsimho Parato Nrsimho Yato yato yami tato Nrsimho Aye Nrsimho Nrsimho Nrsimhamadhyam sharanam prabhade Tava kara kamala varenaka Adbhuta shindam Dalita hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Nrsimhadev 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 Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha Lakshmi Nrsimha Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nita Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki jai, Srila Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Jai, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Radha Rup Devi Dasi. It's lovely to hear your wonderful voice again, and we look forward to hearing more from you in the future forthcoming Sunday programs from you and the family. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So a big thank you to all the listeners and viewers today. Thank you for tuning in. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Krishna of Vrindavan. Please don't forget to click on the bell icon to receive notifications of the regular programs. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Please visit us on our website, www.krishnaofvrindavan.com, where you will see our events that are happening right now. Also, Chaturmusya bookings and pujas, bhoga offerings are still being accepted. So thank you to all the devotees who have been supporting this program. In this period of Pitru Paksh, Shrad month, we have been receiving bhoga sponsorships in memory of departed souls. So you can also contact us to either sponsor a morning or evening bhoga offering on the name of the departed soul to the lordships. You can also sponsor Aarti, sponsor the worship for the day. Please do contact us if you'd like to participate in this seva. So we'd like to thank Raghupati Das Prabhu for giving a wonderful beginning introductory class to the glories and the meaning behind Purushottam month. So that will continue next Sunday. Next Sunday is also Indra Ekadashi, so please do join us next Sunday for that. Also, World Holy Name Festival starts 17th of September to the 23rd. We shall also be announcing the initiative next week and giving details on a continuous kirtan, continuous chant that we'll be organising from ISKCON Coventry, and one of our devotees, Prem Prakash Gaura Das Prabhu, and his Dharmapatni Ishani Devi Dasi will be organising a continuous chant for the World Holy Name Week Festival. So more details coming on that next week. So thank you again for tuning in, and we shall see you same time, same place next week. Hare Krishna.